Hey, this is GGMega817, and today I'm going to be doing Naruto Chapter 692 review titled Revolution. Now, I know it's been a while since I did one of these. I've been pretty busy for the most part, so I haven't really been able to put out a chapter review. But I will be doing one of each of the big three this week. I'm not sure if there's going to be any chapters next week, so if there isn't one, obviously there won't be a chapter review. Now, the last thing I need to mention before I get into this review is I am doing this on my cell phone, so I apologize for the quality in advance. So now we got that out the way, we can get into this chapter. This chapter was pretty interesting, to say the least. But I have to ask, was I like the only one I was kind of confused like halfway through the chapter? Because the way this chapter starts out, it pretty much leaves where we left off last week with the whole, heartfelt goodbyes and all that, with Naruto saying goodbye to his father and, all the previous Kages, well, Hokages. I think the rest of the Kages got sealed off already. So they're all leaving. The tail beasts are getting ready to go back to where they were. Although Kurama and Killer Bee, they decided that they're going to... No, I mean, the Eight Tails. The Eight Tails and the Nine Tails decided they're just going to stick with their hosts for the most part. And the Sage of Six Paths, he mentions that the last thing that they need to do is unseal everybody from the Tsukiyomi, and then everybody can go live happily ever after, pretty much. However, that'll change when Sasuke decides to attack. Because what he presented in this chapter was, to me, was pretty much out the left field. Because he decides that he wants to execute all the 5 Kages. And this reminds me of something I've seen like on TV before, like, this it's a happy ending, or at least it seems like a happy ending. Everybody's like, yeah, everything's back to normal. And then they got that one guy on the side, he's like, yes, everything's back to normal. That was pretty much Sasuke in this chapter. So yes, he wants to execute all the 5 Kages. But what really throws me for a loop is why he wants to do it. Because why he wants to execute the 5 Kages, that's, sealing the Edo Tensei right now. He wants to take him out because, in the name of justice. He still wants to, it's pretty much the reason why he still wants to be Hokage, which he still does. He mentioned he wants to be Hokage. And the Sage of Six Paths asks him, what does Hokage mean to him? Which reminds me, I don't know if we ever got an answer from him, or if we did, we probably got like half an answer, not like a full answer. Or like a metaphorical answer, I don't know. Anyway, he still wants, change the shinobi system. And in his way, the way to do it is to take out the 5 Kages. Pretty much start fresh. Here's my thoughts on this. If Sasuke really wants to, make change with that type of action, then he should be going after the elders, like he originally planned after he went after Danzo. Because they're the ones that's really, in charge. Think about it like this. The 5 Kages are pretty much like the presidents. They have some power, but not all the power. The elders, they have power too. Probably more power than the Kages actually have. So he should be going after them, if anybody. If there's anyone that needs to be taken out, it's them. So now he's going to proceed to do that, but obviously he has another obstacle in his way, and that's Naruto. Because he mentions that, every other obstacle that would be in his way is currently being sealed off. Well, is currently trapped in the Tsukiyomi. But Naruto is that one obstacle that still remains. Because Kakashi and Sakura at this point are useless again. Because I don't think Sakura has enough power to fight Sasuke, and Kakashi pretty much lost all his power. Because I believe that both his Sharingan powers were pretty much disappeared after the fight. Because although he finally, disappeared last chapter, so I think his Sharingan powers disappeared with him. So Kakashi is pretty much useless now. Probably more useless than Sakura. I wonder if he's going to commit suicide after this. It's going to be hilarious. I wonder how he can sleep at night knowing that he's more useless than Sakura right now. So all he can do is just stand there. So this chapter pretty much was just a setup for the Naruto Sasuke fight. The fight that everybody's been waiting for like a decade or so to happen, because we haven't had a Naruto versus Sasuke fight since the Sasuke retrieval arc, which was like the last arc of the first part. And the second fight, this fight has been built up since then. That ultimate fight. Now, while it's cool to see them fight, I'm not sure I'm happy about how it's being done. Granted, Naruto and Sasuke fighting for the Hokage spot wouldn't be, I don't know. Well, technically they are still kind of fighting for the Hokage spot, it's just a little more deadlier. Because this looks like it's going to be like a battle to the death type of thing. So, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys think this is good timing? Do you think this is being executed well? Because I know you guys are happy about the fact that Naruto and Sasuke are going to fight now, but do you think this is the right way to go about doing it? I should also mention, I was reading some comments on manga streams. Some people making jokes about Itachi face palming, and then some guy left a comment saying, that he's happy that Sasuke still has some dick left in him. But that's kind of also part of the reason why I kind of have an issue with this, is because Sasuke flip-flops way too much in this series. Like, 1 minute he's good, 1 minute he's bad. 1 minute he's good, 1 minute he's bad. And he just keeps flip-flopping. And once again, he's flip-flops. And it seems like he's more confused than ever. Like, if he's going to be evil, can he just stay evil? Like, seriously. And another thing, too, do you think Sasuke is really going to be, like, the main villain here, or is Orochimaru going to come out the woodworks? Or Madara? Because I've heard people say that Madara might take over Orochimaru's body. I mean, Orochimaru's going to take over Madara's body, and he's going to complete what he did. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I should also mention that the Sage of Success, he mentions that, about the whole Indara and Ashura thing, about how this battle is pretty much destiny, and how it's pretty much like the same conflict between Indara and Ashura. That, and he's also mentioned, like, it doesn't matter what he tried to do, he couldn't prevent this from happening. I find this a little interesting. So yeah, this is pretty much a fight that was destined to happen. No matter how he went about doing it, giving one brother the power and not the other, resulted in this, and then giving both brothers the power resulted in this. And in this case, that's Naruto and Sasuke, because Naruto has the power of all the tailed beasts, and Sasuke has a Rinnegan. Sasuke also performed some, I think it's a new ninjutsu, at least a new one we haven't seen yet. And it jacked up a lot of people. It didn't really jack up anybody, but it did startle them for the most part. So that's pretty much the Naruto chapter. I might make a discussion video about this later on. I am going to be having a live stream this week on Sunday, either on Skype or Google+. And we'll be discussing this for the most part, as well as a few other things. So that's pretty much it. I have to do my Bleach and One Piece chapter reviews, so I will be making those later today. And rate, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts on this chapter. Let me know what you guys think about the whole Naruto and Sasuke fight. Do you guys think this is good timing? Do you guys think this is executed well? Leave me a comment about that, and I will see you guys later.